I just saw the 2016 drama Paterson, written and directed by Jim Jarmusch and starring Adam Driver as a guy named only Paterson, who lives in Paterson, New Jersey, and has an affinity for poetry, particularly his favorite poet, William Carlos Williams, who also lived for a while in Paterson when he was writing his most famous and only novel-length epic poem called, of course, Paterson. I've mentioned before my feelings towards Jarmusch movies in that not much ever happens, which for me is a problem. However, in some of them, despite this, they can be incredibly profound. Well, Paterson is one of the profound ones, and Adam Driver's performance, though incredibly understated, is so powerfully real. He's so emotional in his sheer stoicism that it totally got to me. Like his hero, William Carlos Williams, Paterson writes poems about simplistic objects or ideas using simplistic language that cuts to the heart of these concepts brilliantly. Around these bouts of unrhymed verse, which I must admit is normally not my favorite type of poetry, we watch Paterson live his mundane life with his cute wife Laura, played by Golshifteh Farahani, who is quite unlike Paterson in that she's very bubbly and energetic, though they do appear to be very much in love, and many of Paterson's works are love poems for her. His job is driving a city bus, so it's the same route every day, which drives home how deeply he sees things he cares about, since he views them over and over, unlike his wife, who is always beginning new projects as she loses interest in the older ones. Every night, Paterson comes home to find new and unusual, and oftentimes not very good, dinners prepared by Laura that he's always supportive of. And afterwards, he takes his dog for a walk every night, where he stops at the same bar for a beer and listens to the same locals chat. When the dog rips the poetry book that Paterson has been working on for years to complete shreds, to the distraught of Laura, the stoic Paterson decides maybe poetry isn't for him after all, until a chance encounter with a poetry-loving tourist sets him back on the right course. I can't even fully explain what I found so profound about this story, since most of it is utterly boring. Yet when it ended, I felt as though I'd gone through the same turmoil as Paterson and come out on the other end with the same sense of peace, which is why I graded this film a 6.1. And if you know my scale, a 6.1 to a 6.4 is good, and that might not seem high for the praise I've given it. But again, nothing at all happens in this film. It's almost boring, and yet it still made me feel so much by the end. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments. Now I gotta run because the next movie I want to see is starting right this minute.